How's it going? This is EssentialCast, and welcome to another Rambling with Blake. It's been I think it's been about a week since I did one of these last, but I wanted to do this just as a sort of, like a sort of announcement video type thing. I'm wanting to talk about what I'm going to be doing. I'm doing a new, I'm going to be doing a new series, and I want to actually just talk about the game a little bit. So, what is my new series? Well, it's going to be another Central Co extension. You know, Central Co's kind of been there since the beginning. Like, it was never mentioned in the original series, like the very first series that I actually did, which was Blake's Lab. But that laboratory was Essential Co, like a part of Central Co. And then we branched off to the To the Sky series. They did the airship, then they did Forge of Empire, so we created a Central Co Empire. But one thing we never did was a space program, and that's what this next one is going to be. Unlike the lab and To the Skies, which, by the way, To the Skies Rebirth is not cancelled. I plan on working on it sometime soon. It's just I haven't really had the time. That one was a really fun one to do. If you can hear thunder, well, I don't know why I find the need to mention it, but it's stormy outside. That's kind of obvious. If you hear thunder, it's generally storming or leading up to a storm, or a storm has just recently stopped, or recently passed through. Well, the rain part of the storm, anyway. But anyway, I don't even know where I was. Oh yeah, unlike the first two, the lab and the other one, the To the Skies, unlike those ones, it will not be in Minecraft. Though it is a similar game, like a similar style, it is not that. So, what is this new game? Well, it's not one of the games similar to Forge of Empires. It is, however, the game StarMade. I forgot the title for a second there, honestly. That's why there was a slight pause for, there's like a slight suspenseful pause there, because I completely forgot what it was called for a second there. Wow. Actually, I think it was a second exactly. I'm just kind of watching. I'm using Audacity. I'm just kind of watching the, like, frequencies and such. Just watching that, because why not? I didn't even check to make sure it's doing the right. Oh, yeah. Okay, it is doing the right microphone. But anyway, StarMade. What is it? Well, it is a first-person game similar to Minecraft in the sense that you're building with blocks and such, but you build a ship, and then you basically just explore the wide open universe. One thing is I'm going to do, mainly because of what happened in the test, I like this series to be successful somewhat. I might use a code to get an extra credit boost at the beginning. Because I've tested the game a few times. I tested it yesterday and stuff. Everything was going good. I had a ship going. It was all nice. And then it suddenly started getting shot at while I was talking to a trader. And so today I tested a new world, a whole new save. And I created a new ship. It was quite nice, and it's been successful. I might go back on. I already set down a marker, or not like a marker, a faction. Or actually, I think it's called a faction marker. I think I've still got the tab open. Oh, a faction module. I was trying to figure out if it had any special setup needed or anything, so I had it. So I had it on. Like I was looking it up in Chrome, but I found like a destroyed like station and stuff. Like it was like a medical station, and it was like the upper part was destroyed. It was damaged. The power was still active and stuff, but it was pretty cool. it was, and so I found that, and I set a faction, whatchamacallit, I already forgot, faction module. I was about ready to bring the tab up, but then I remembered faction module. I put one of those down on it, and I'm thinking I'll probably go back to that. I already like kind of left that area and stuff. I'm just kind of testing out the exploration, see how expansive the game is. But like, it's actually really, really fun. Actually, I was enjoying myself. I was enjoying myself with the I was really enjoying myself with the with the tests. I was enjoying the tests a lot, and I thought that was really, really fun, and I really, really want to record it, so I will. It's simple. It's as simple as that. If I enjoy something, I record it. There's another game that I've had downloaded for a while called Shadow of the Colossus. I've had it downloaded, but I haven't installed it yet. I've been meaning to, but I haven't done that. That might be a future thing. Who knows? It might be the next adventure series. By the way, the reason why there's been so much Fallout lately is because I want to transition when Fallout 76 comes out on November 14th. Or like, no, probably not the day of, but sometime around there, I want to start playing Fallout 76. I want to start playing that somewhere around that time. And so that's kind of my plan, is I want to start playing that, and that'll be either a Fallout Adventure Season 2 or another Fallout Adventure. I'm not entirely sure what I want to call it, but I've got like a solid 6 months till I actually need to find out. I think it's 6 months. No, 5 months. Okay. I was sitting there thinking about that. Okay, 5 months. I got 5 months to think about it, so plenty of time to decide. Not including this month. The remaining days this month. I probably should, since it's only the 14th today. Oh, so 6 months exactly. Oh, that's quite nice. I didn't mean to do the correct number on the first try. Fascinating. But I've got plenty of time to actually decide. I've got plenty of time to decide, so that's what I want to eventually transition into. However, I don't want the current Fallout Adventure to kind of like be like at a sudden end, and so I'm wanting to progress the storyline a little bit, so that we can actually kind of get that into like a decent place. I want to see if there's a way to hook up a PlayStation 3 to my computer so I can record a game on there. Because I have, on the PlayStation 3, I have Skyrim, because Skyrim stopped working on this computer because of a new update. I'm not sure which it was. Steam updated at the same time my computer did. Which I've got something to say about that in a second here. And like when they both updated, Skyrim stopped working on this computer, and so I ended up uninstalling it. I tried a lot of things, but in the end, I just a couple days ago, I just uninstalled it because I figured, I might as well clear up some space, which that did clear up a decent amount of space. So my computer benefited from it, and I also cleared like out old videos from my computer. I usually clear those every couple of months. But anyway, so just based on, or just going on that update thing, Windows did another update where they removed something that shouldn't have been removed, something stupid. I no longer have the battery icon. I'll see if it reappeared at all and it wasn't just a glitch yesterday. Nope. I no longer have a battery icon indicating how charged the battery is. I had to download a battery tile app. I had to download a battery tile app to know what my battery's at, because I hadn't even realized like that my computer had been unplugged normally. Like I can check and stuff. I didn't even notice it was unplugged until I got a message like I only have 15% battery. I'm like, what? And I noticed like the plug got or it got loose. I was kind of combined loose and unplugged, but it got loose, and it had came out of the extension cord and wasn't charging. I didn't even know because I couldn't tell. And so after that, I downloaded an app off the Windows like store and put it there. I don't know what their justification for that was, but the last time they did something, which this was like, I don't know when it was. It was a couple months ago. Is the control panel, which is pretty important because you need it to download or to uninstall things like various apps and programs and such, which I tend to do a lot because I'll be like, oh, I want to test this program. Oh, this program actually sucks. I want to uninstall it and forget about it completely. Well, the control panel is no longer accessible by right-clicking on the Windows icon in the bottom left. You actually had to search through Cortana to find it, but I pinned it to the start, so it's a little easier to find. But the fact that they removed it in the first place is just weird. I don't understand the justification for any of these. You gotta wonder, what are they gonna remove next? Hopefully it's this this HP support assistance. I hate that thing. It is dumb. I'm always clicking it on accident. Or, I don't even know if I'm necessarily clicking on it. I click the arrow and stuff, and sometimes that'll come up instead. And it is annoying. I always have to close out of it again, and it's really annoying. It's really stupid. It's just big question mark icon that I'm always clicking. Or, I don't even know if I'm clicking it. I don't think I'm clicking it. But that's a little bit of a ramble on those updates. Oh, something else. Just going back to games. I tried playing World of Tanks. And apparently it's incompatible with my recording software. I'm going to try using another software. But that one sometimes, like, the recording playback will be really, really laggy and stuff, even on the exported file, and so I don't generally use it. But like when I tried recording the first episode of World of Tanks, the audio actually cut out in multiple spots. Like when I was playing it was perfectly fine. Actually, the game audio was completely intact. It was just the microphone. None of it was recording. Not none of it, but like the microphone was, I just lose audio in certain places and stuff because I didn't even notice it and stuff. But like I was editing the video and I was looking at the frequency, audio frequencies and stuff, and I noticed these huge gaps, and I'm like, I didn't leave like huge gaps between what I was saying, because these were huge. They'd be like 10-20 second gaps. I'm like, I'd never do that. Usually if there's like silence, I'll fill it in by like just saying something. I usually try to fill those in a little bit. Like when I notice I'm kind of being quiet, I'll start to I'll say something just to kind of fill in those gaps and stuff, so it's not just dead silent in certain areas. But like when I noticed those big gaps and stuff, I went to it and stuff, and I noticed, like, I was watching my face cam and I noticed I was talking at that point. No audio input was being received. And I thought, oh, that's odd. I wonder if there's a problem with the microphone. So I did a few test recordings. All of them turned out fine. It was just World of Tanks. And so I kind of was doing test recordings again with World of Tanks. Same thing happened. There were gaps in the audio, so apparently they're incompatible. I'll try another recording software. I was kind of excited for that game. It looked kind of fun. It was pretty fun, like, recording it. However, if it doesn't work, I'm not gonna like just have. There's no point in recording it if there's gonna be huge audio gaps. Like generally when things glitch out like that, I don't bother uploading them. I've had that happen a couple times, like in the old series, the old Fallout series. That was just called Fallout Episode whatever. It wasn't a Fallout Adventure. It was before I came out with the Adventure series. But anyway, like in that, like it was in that like there was one time where it glitched out and none of my mic was recorded, and I said in an episode, okay, so I lost audio in these recordings. If you want them, put a comment. If not, just don't put a comment about it, and I won't worry about it. And so I never did. That was never released, and I don't even have those recordings anymore. Those ones, I can't remember. There was one point where I accidentally deleted a file, and if deleted files in that series, I can't remember if those runs were with it, or if I just decided, you know what, there's no point, I'm deleting these. But anyway, that's just a little bit on that. Some slight rambling on, a little bit of backstory to stuff that happened a year ago when I first started doing Fallout. It probably sounded kind of strange just then. I just noticed, like, I put my hand and it was like pushing my lips together on one side. That was probably sounding weird. Rain seems to have not cleared up at all. I thought it did for a second there, but nope. I just started looking a little closer and I noticed it hasn't really done anything. According to this, I have enough space on here to record 209 hours, 17 minutes. Would you like a 209 hour podcast? I mean, I could, if I had the motivation to do so. But I mean, how long would that be? How many days? Let me bring up the old calculator. Let's see. Calculator. Let's see how much this is. Alright, so 209 hours. So 209 divided by the 24 hours that are in a day. So that'd be 8.708. So we'll round that up to about 9. So that'll be almost 9 days straight of recording. Like no breaks whatsoever. Just almost 9 days. That'd be insane. I mean, I wouldn't have the space on my computer to do anything. And that's assuming I didn't do the 17 minutes, which are now 16 minutes. But that would be really ridiculous. Like, why would somebody do that? I'm sure someone would probably do it. I'm sure someone would have the motivation to be like, you know, I think I'll record just for over a week straight. Yeah, that'd be fun. I mean, I have trouble with getting these to a decent length because, as I mentioned before, they're kind of hard to do because you're normally, like, the thing about the actual podcast channel, which I'm planning on contacting someone and try to get them involved in, like, a new podcast. I want to bring that channel back so bad, but I just haven't had the time. And then I had internet problems, which you can't call with Skype if you don't have internet. But like, the thing about those is those are pretty easy because it's just like, it's just basically a conversation. You're just talking back and forth a bit. However, in these, you have to come up with the topics yourself. You have to, like, try to get, like, a plan. And so if you have to have, like, come up with the main topic, and then the rest will kind of, like, come to you. But if it doesn't come to you, then there's going to be a long pause and stuff. And at that point, you might as well just end the recording, which that's why some of them are, like, I think I've had a couple of them that are, like, 13, 15 minutes. Because I couldn't think of anything else, and I didn't want there to be, like, a giant pause, and I could edit that out, but I feel like it wouldn't be as entertaining, so I just decided to end recording at that point. But these are kind of hard to do, because it's just, like, think about everything yourself. Like, this one I had a base plan, or, like, a base topic, which was, the new series and stuff, and that branched out to games, which branched out to recordings, which branched out to more games, and it was just a big cycle. So we basically we finished where we started, because I'm thinking about ending this here. So that's going to be it for this one. Thank you so much for listening, and that is all for this time. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, tell me what you have. Also, be sure to share and subscribe for daily uploads. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.